All right, guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions playthrough. Today we are playing Gamora, and we're going to play against Drang on Expert Standard 3. So Drang, I'll kind of explain him as we go. We will have the Milano in play. This is a support, where basically we can exhaust it to generate a wild each round, or we can use it to remove 3 threat from the main scheme. It does go up by 2 every round instead of 1, so a little bit more than usual, and a lot of the cards in the encounter deck will basically interact with the Milano. For Gamora, if you don't know, you may include up to 6 attack and or thwart events in your deck from aspects other than your chosen aspect. So we are playing protection today, and we have a couple attack and thwart events from, aggression, justice, things like that. All right, and we have everything set up here. So Drang starts with his spear in play, which gives him stalwart, which we can get rid of. We're playing on standard 3. We have the Badoon ship, which after Drang schemes, we'll place 1 counter on it. And after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, we'll also place 1 counter on it. And this says, if there are 4 or more barrage counters, deal 2 indirect damage to each player and remove all barrage counters. And I think we're ready to get started. So we'll go ahead and draw up. We'll give both of our decks a quick shuffle real quick. We are playing protection, ready for a fight. And hopefully we're going to be flipping down and using one of Gamora's supports to shuffle back in some of our events, get a little bit of healing, and then flip back up so that Drang can't scheme. And so Milano is under our control. It's a permanent setup. So since that is the case, I'm just going to leave it right over here with the ready token so we can use it if we want. All right, we'll draw up to 6. Okay, so we got momentum shift, powering all of us, decisive blow, set the pace, another decisive blow, and the night nurse. I'll probably keep powering all of us because that'll help us get set up. Kind of want to keep the night nurse. I think we'll mulligan 4. We definitely don't need these. Should I get rid of night nurse? I think that might be we'll go and get rid of that. So we'll draw back up to 6. 5 more cards. Press the advantage, acrobatic move, clear the area, forward momentum, and nebula. Okay, none of our setup cards that we wanted, which is a bit unfortunate, but we could still play this. We could do clear the area, which is nice. Nebula could get us her attack or thwart event. Yeah, okay. And we could probably just use the rest to clear the Drang spear. So to start, Gamora also has an action. Look at the top card of your deck. If that card is an attack or thwart event, draw it. So it is a thwart event, so we will add it to our hand. So basically we're starting with 7. We'll go ahead and flip up. There's nothing for us to do here on Alter Ego. And let's see. So I guess we could do damage. This can clear the threat and draw. And then we need a mental, physical, and another physical. Probably use power in all of us. I'd like to play Nebula down, so we could use these 2 for Nebula. And then we can still activate. I think this is a good start. So we're going to go ahead and use forward momentum to play for clear the area. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat from that scheme, draw 1 card. So we'll remove 2, and we'll draw 1. And then Nebula's text on our hero side. So response, after you play an attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme. That's limited once per phase. And then also response, after you play a thwart event, deal 1 damage to an enemy. Also limit once per phase. So we cleared it. We draw a card, and then we will deal 1 damage to Drang, bringing him down to 13. All right. What do we want to do here? We could do these 2 for Nebula. Just do acrobatic move. Or maybe I'll keep powering all of us. I kind of like that. Oh, but maybe I can't because I need a wild, don't I? What do I need? Physical, mental. So I need another physical. So let's go ahead and pay 2 for Nebula. Response, after Nebula enters play, search your deck for an attack or thwart event, add it to your hand. So we're going to see if we can find one with a physical resource. Okay. We may not have. Okay, set the pace. Perfect. That is a thwart event with a physical resource. We can use that. Just perfect. Give that a quick shuffle. All right. Then we will use press the advantage for a mental, Milano for a wild, and set the pace for a physical. And we will discard, Drang Spear. So he no longer has Stalwart, and he no longer gets the +1 attack, which is great for us. Then, we're left with these two cards. So we'll go into Acrobatic Move. Just says deal 2 damage to an enemy. Technically, we do have the response to remove 1 threat, but there's nothing to remove, so we'll do 2 damage. And I think we'll just attack for 2 with Gamora. He's down to 9, and then we'll attack for 2 with Nebula. We're probably just going to block with her. And then we're going to hold power on all of us, because I really want to get set up, and we can use it for Helicarrier or Avengers Mansion or whatever. All right, we'll draw back up to 5. Ready for a fight. Rocket Raccoon. Genius. And Acrobatic Move. Okay, a little bit awkward. All right, we'll place 2 threat on the main scheme. Then we place 1 counter on Badoon's ship. Then Drang is going to attack us. He's attacking for 3. Do we want to block here? We could flip down. 3 is a lot. We're just going to take it. So 3, 1 boost icon, 4 damage. We're down to 6. Then 1 encounter card is First Response. After resolving step 1 of the villain phase, resolve the Badoon ship charge up ability. So basically, if we don't clear this, instead of adding 1 counter here, we'll add 2. But we can exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from this, clearing it, which probably what we're going to do. Okay. We need a physical for ready for a fight, which could be the Milano. Then what do we want to do here? So this can remove 1 threat. Rocket can remove 2. And then we could probably just leave that, or we could use the power on all of us for something else. So let's do Acrobatic Move, deal 2 damage to an enemy. He's down to 5. We remove 1 threat. We'll clear it from there. Right? No. No, we'll clear it from, well, do I want to play ready for a fight? I'd like to. It's not a hero action, so we'll remove 1 threat from here. We'll do power in all of us. Plus, oh, we're at kind of an awkward resource count here. So, whatever. We're just going to do both of these for Rocket Raccoon. Comes in with 3 health. And in that case, we're going to pretend we didn't remove a threat from here. We're going to remove a threat from this one. Then Rocket will thwart for 2. Clearing this off. Then we're going to use the Milano. Or actually, we can wait on that. Yeah. We're going to flip down. We can look at the top card of our deck. It is not attack or thwart event, so we can't take it. This will go up to 5 out of 8. We're going to flip up, though. So we'll exhaust Milano to generate a wild to put down ready for a fight, because we need a physical resource to pay it. So a wild will work. And then we'll just recover 3. And we'll pass. We'll ready up. Draw back up to 6. Martin X, upside the head. That's perfect because we can get a confuse. Team building exercise. A double. Cross counter. And Starhawk. Pretty good. All right. We'll place 2 threat on the main. It goes up to 5. We'll add another counter to Badoon ship. Then Drang would scheme, but we're going to discard ready for a fight. So when an enemy would scheme, discard ready for a fight, and he attacks us instead. So we'll flip up. We have a lot of allies. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and defend this. And then we probably can play cross counter. Let me think. If we do, 2 for team building. This for upside the head. Yeah. We even defend then. I guess we can wait. So we're defending for 2. He's attacking for 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. So then we will play cross counter. It is a attack, defense, and thwart traded. Hero interrupt. When you would take any amount of damage, prevent 3 of that damage, deal 1 damage to an enemy, remove 1 threat from a scheme. So we're going to do 1 damage. He's down to 4. And then we're going to remove 1 threat. It's down to 4. And then because of our text, which can do once per phase, not just round, we'll deal another damage because we played a attack event, or we played a thwart event, and then we'll remove 1 more threat because we played an attack event, which is pretty cool. That's down to 3. And yeah, then he did 5. We defended for 2, prevented 3. We took no damage. 1 encounter card is, when revealed hero, you may exhaust the Milano. If you do not, the villain attacks you for +1 attack. So we're going to exhaust the Milano pretty easily. Not too worried about that. And back to us. Oh, we shouldn't have defended. We were going to do upside the head. That was maybe a little bit foolish. Oh well. We'll use the double. And we're going to put down team building exercise. So we can exhaust this to play a card from our hand, reducing its cost by 1 if it shares a trait with us. So Martin X only costs 2 if we have the Guardian trait, which we do. So we could play him instead, which I think we probably will. So exhaust team building. He only costs 1. Upside the head. We'll play Martin X. All right. And I think we will thwart for 2 with Rocket and thwart for 1 with Martin X. Just go ahead and clear the main scheme. And we're kind of chilling right now. Knock on wood. And we'll ready up. Draw back up to 5. All right. So we got Conditioning Room. This is one of the cards I wanted. So Alter Ego action. We can exhaust it. Return the bottommost attack or thwart event from our discard pile to our hand, heal 1 damage. So we're ready for a fight. We can trigger that more. Avengers Mansion, another ready for a fight. Keen Instincts, which is great. This generates a wild for an attack or thwart event. And then Cosmo, just another ally. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So we'll place 2 threat on the main. Then 1 on Badoon ship. It's up to 3. Drang is going to attack us for 3. We will block with Nebula. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Big damage. Nebula takes it for us. All right. Then 1 encounter card is, when revealed, place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past, and it has any counters on it, the villain schemes. So he's going to scheme. So 1 counter here. I don't think we can lose this, because even if it's 5, it'll be up to 7. Yeah, we should be fine. So 1, 2, double boost, 3, 4. Love to see exhaustion gone. That's actually huge. So he schemes for 4. This goes to 6. Oh, I forgot. Then we resolve Badoon ship because he schemed. So we add another counter. There's 4, so we remove it. And then we deal 2 indirect damage to each player. So we'll just take 2 because we're about to flip down anyways. Right? Should we take 1 and give 1 to Martin X? I think we'll do that. We'll take 1. We'll give 1 to Martin X. That way he can activate and then chump block next turn. This should be ready. Yeah, I haven't used it. Forgot to ready that. I'll put it down here. There we go. Okay. No physicals in our hand to play. Ready for a fight. I can thwart for 2. He can thwart for 1. That only brings it down to 3. And the only way to play ready for a fight right now is using the Milano. I guess we don't need to flip down this turn though. So we'll get rid of Avengers Mansion to play Keen Instincts. Then we will use, oh, we could play Cosmo. I guess that's the move. We can exhaust team building and use Ready for a Fight to play Cosmo. Because as the Guardian trait, only comes in with 2 health. Interrupt, when Cosmo thwarts, we can name a type and discard the top card. And we're not gonna do any of that, so I'm not worried about it. Oh, does that leave us with this? That's a bit awkward. We'll just hold on to it. We'll thwart for 1 with Martin X. We'll thwart for 1 with Cosmo. We will exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from the main. All right, sorry about that. One of the cameras went down, but we're back up. Yeah, so we're just going to hold conditioning room for next turn, and we'll go ahead and... do we want to attack or thwart? I want to play it safe. I'm just going to thwart. I know it's kind of a waste, but I don't want him to flip yet anyways, and we'll just ready up. All right, we'll draw back up to 5. Conditioning room, ready for a fight. Our second Keen Instincts. Nowhere and Rax. All right. Okay, we'll place 2 threat on the main scheme. Place 1 counter on Badoon ship. Then he's going to attack for 3. We'll block with Cosmo. 1, 2, 3. 1 boost, 4. Cosmo is down. Then we get 1 encounter card, which is Force Response. After Badoon Grunt engages you, if there are no other minions engaged with you, deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. I do believe since we're still in the villain phase, we get dealt an encounter card, or we're still in the encounter phase, and then we'll reveal it. After Badoon Engineer engages you or activates against you, resolve the Badoon's ship charge up ability. So he engages us, so we'll immediately add another counter here. And then if he activates, we'll do another one. So hopefully we can take them both out. All right, back to us. Well, we got some allies that could help with that. Rocket. We could pitch Drax to put down ready for a fight, which I think we will, so we can flip down this turn. Then we'll go ahead and get rid of Nowhere. We'll get rid of Nowhere. We'll put down Conditioning Room. Then Rocket can attack. He gets +3 attack when he attacks a minion, and that attack gains overkill, so he's attacking for 4. So 1 damage will go to the villain. He's down to 2. Then I will attack for 2. We'll take out Badoon Grunt. Then I will just... Well, I could let it go to 4. We'll exhaust Milano to put down our second Keen Instincts. I'm just going to stack it like that to save room. And then I'm going to flip down. We can look at the top card. Not attack or thwart event, so we can't take it. And then we'll exhaust Conditioning Room. So we'll return the bottommost attack or thwart event, which is Momentum Shift. And then we can heal 1 damage from Gamora, so we're back up to 9. And this is in our hand. We can keep this, heal a little bit. All right, we'll ready up. Oh, Rocket is defeated. All right, we'll draw back up to 6. So Momentum Shift, build support, Gamora's Sword, Cross Counter, Groot, and Power in All of Us. Awesome, that helps us get Groot down. Yeah, all right. We'll place 2 threat here, so it goes up to 4. We'll place a charge counter on Badoon Chip. Then he would scheme, but we are going to discard ready for a fight. Flip back up to hero mode, and he is attacking us. We probably want to cross counter. That will flip him. I don't totally remember what Drang 3 does. Do we want to flip him now? Probably fine. Or we could just jump block with Martin X. I think we'll do that. He'll block. He's attacking for 3 or 5. Martin X is defeated. Then we get 1 encounter card, which is... Oh. You may flip to Alter Ego. Choose Exhaust your Identity. It's our obligation. We're just going to do that. So we'll remove this from the game. We'll flip to Alter Ego, and we'll exhaust. Which is actually okay. Back to us. We'll exhaust Conditioning Room. So we'll grab the bottommost attack or thwart event. It is Decisive Blow. That's actually really good. And we'll heal 1 damage. We're back up to full health. And then we can look at the top card. If it's attack or thwart, it's not. Yeah, we'll flip back down. What do we want to do here? So we'll go ahead and use Power in All of Us for 2. and team building exercise to reduce the cost by 1 to play Groot. Comes in with 6 health. And whenever he defends, if he's not taken out, he'll heal 2 damage, which is pretty good. So we probably won't activate with him. Then we haven't played a thwart event, so we'll hold on to that. We're going to go ahead and flip them. So we're going to do 2 Keen Instincts, generate 2 resources. We'll do Momentum Shift. Oh, we're at full health. So we can't heal, so we can't play that. That sucks, actually. But that's okay. We will... Maybe we'll just flip them later. Yeah, we could do that. I want to put down build support. Really wouldn't mind it. I think I will. I'll get rid of Momentum Shift. I'll put down build support. So I'd like to get like a helicarrier or something out. Then I think I'm going to exhaust Milano to remove 3 threat. Man, this is kind of awkward then. Oh, this is a terrible hand now. Maybe I don't do that. This was our hand, right? Yeah. Maybe I just spend 3 for... No, this sucks. You know, it's fine. We're going to stick with it. We're going to put down build support. We're exhausted. We will do Milano to remove 3. Groot won't do anything. And we'll go ahead and do Killer Instincts to do Decisive Blow. Actually, we're going to wait. We're just going to hold these cards. Actually, we'll get rid of this one, but we'll hold the rest. And we'll pass. Really awkward hand there, but what can you do? All right, we got Cross Counter and Decisive Blow. Helicarrier. Forward Momentum. So Thwart Event. And a double. And then we have 1 card left in our deck. We did not deck out. All right, we'll place 2 threat here. It goes to 3. 1 counter, so this goes to 4, which means we'll remove it. And we'll deal 2 indirect damage. We're just going to take both of it. We're going to block with Groot, I think. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Now, he's attacking for 3. We're actually not going to block with Groot. We're just going to take it. So 1, 2, 3. Put Badoon Grunt engage with you. That kind of sucks. So first, he's attacking for 3. We're going to exhaust Keen Instincts to play Cross Counter. So prevent 3 damage, so we'll take no damage, and then we will deal 1 damage to an enemy and remove 1 threat from a scheme, but we'll basically do that twice. So we'll remove 2 threat from here and do 2 damage to Drang, which will defeat him. So we'll go to Drang 3 real quick. When revealed, discard the top 4 cards of the encounter deck. Each time a minion is discarded this way, put it into play with you. And then after Drang activates, not just schemes, we'll add another counter to Badoon's ship. Okay. So discard 4 cards. There's 1 minion. Okay. 1 minion. These get discarded. He comes in with 18 health. Now we'll go and do this. So Badoon Grunt, after he engages you, if there are no other minions engaged with you, deal yourself 1 face down encounter card. So we'll deal ourselves 1. Hopefully I'm doing this in the right order. I don't think it matters too much. Then he comes into play, Badoon Assassin. After Badoon Assassin engages your hero, it attacks you with +2 attack. So he's attacking for 3. We'll block with Groot. He takes 3 damage. And then he says response, after Groot defends against an attack, heal 2. So he goes back up to 5. Badoon Grunt's going to hit us for 2. We're just going to take it. We're down to 6. And then we'll deal ourselves a second encounter card. All right. First one is, oh, another Badoon Assassin. That's not good. I'm scared to block here though. Okay, so we will not defend. We're just going to take 3. We're down to 3. Last encounter card is Badoon Sentry. Okay, a lot of minions. He comes in with Retaliate 1. 5 health. We got a lot of work to do here. And we're going to get another encounter card. We'll probably just have to flip down, let him scheme out, and hopefully just hope for the best. Could play the Milano. I mean, play Helicarrier. And we can only play one of these. Oh, we have another support in there, don't we? So we can do 2 for forward momentum, remove 3 threat from a scheme, or remove 3 from build support. When defeated, each player may search their deck and discard pile for a support with a cost of 3 or less and put it into play. We're going to grab Nowhere, cost 2. When we play a Guardian ally, we can exhaust it to draw a card. Perfect, that is in play. This is removed from the game. And because we did a thwart event, we can deal 1 damage, so we'll take out Badoon Assassin here. Yeah, we'll deal with Badoon Sentry later. Actually, no, we'll deal with them now. So we're going to do Keen Instincts plus Helicarrier to play Decisive Blow. Yeah. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, 7 damage instead if you've played a thwart event this turn, which we have. So we'll do 7 damage, knocking him out. We won't take Retaliate because he is defeated. Then we will attack for 2, knocking out Badoon Grunt. Then we're going to flip down. We'll go ahead and, yeah, I guess we'll exhaust Milano to remove the last threat. Might as well. And then we'll exhaust Conditioning Room. So get the bottommost thwart or attack event, and we get to heal 1. So we're back up to 4. All right, and then we'll ready up. I'll take a look at the top card. All right, now we know. It's not attack or thwart event, so we can't add it to our hand. All right, now we'll draw up. Upside the head would be nice, but we also want to recover, so we probably can't. Unless we get ready for a fight, we could recover and then pop ready for a fight, but I don't know if I like that either. We'll see. Drang could not, you know, there's a chance he doesn't go over the main scheme, but I don't think that's very likely. All right, give this a good shuffle. Energy. All right. We've drawn up to 6. Ooh, power in all of us. Cross counter. Acrobatic move. And Avengers Mansion. Really like an ally here. But that's fine. All right, we'll add 2 threat to the main scheme. Then we add a counter to Badoon Ship. Drang is going to scheme for 3 plus 3, so that's 6. Perfectly goes to 8. So we'll get the next scheme. When revealed, resolve the Badoon Ship charge up ability, and he schemes, so we'll resolve it again. It goes to 3. Same text. Has 8 threshold again, but it does come in with 4 per person, which is kind of frightening. And he's going to scheme for 1, so it goes up to 5. We never dealt ourselves an encounter card. This should have been our encounter card. We should have more. So should I swap it? That kind of feels bad. We're just going to deal ourselves this one. Place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. Then if there's any counters on it, discard an upgrade or support you control. We'll discard 1 Keen Instincts. It only costs 1. Sucks to get rid of it, but second encounter card is okay. Side scheme comes in with 4 threat, and first player action, we can exhaust the Milano to remove 3 from it. Okay, back to us. Sorry about the mishap. I guess we should have gotten the other card from here, but we're just going to play it as is. Okay. So we will do, yeah, we'll do power in all of us. Plus cross counter and upside the head. We're going to go ahead and play Mansion. We'll exhaust it to draw. It was a thwart event. We can look at the top card. Dang, we should have done it the other way. That would have been huge. Oh well. We'll exhaust conditioning room to grab the bottommost thwart or attack event. It's our cross counter is back. We heal 1. We're back up to 5. Yeah, we'll recover for 3. So we're back up to 8. Then we'll just flip up. Nothing else to do here. We will play acrobatic move, so deal 2 damage to an enemy. So we'll do 2 damage to Drang. He's down to 16. And we can remove 1 threat from a scheme, so we'll remove 1 from Cannonade. Then we'll do exhaust keen instincts and cross counter. Play 4 momentum. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. 5 instead if you played an attack event. We just played acrobatic move, which is an attack event. We'll remove 5 threat from the main. We will exhaust the Milano to remove 3 threat from here. Then we'll play set the pace. Oh, there's nothing to remove threat from. We'll play this first before we do the Milano. We'll remove a threat. It does 1 damage. We'll take out Badoon Assassin. And there we go. Board's clear. We're all set. We'll ready up. All right. We got ready for a fight. Power in all of us. Cosmo, a second ready for a fight, and energy. So we'll place 2 threat on the main. And then we'll add a counter here. It goes to 4, so we'll remove it. We'll deal 2 indirect damage. We'll just take both of them. And then he's going to attack for 3. We will block with Groot. Right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. Put Badoon Grunt into play engaged with you, which will deal us an encounter card. So Groot goes down to 2. And then he heals 2. He's back up to 4. Badoon Grunt's going to attack for 2. We're just going to take it. We're down to 4. And then we'll add another counter. Where'd it go? Here it is. To Badoon Ship, because Drang activated. And then we get our second encounter card. First one is Para. While this minion is engaged with you, you cannot thwart the main scheme. He's got 6 health. And Badoon Sentry, 5 health. All right. We will mansion for a card. Ooh. We have an attack event that deals 4. We don't have a thwart event, unfortunately. We will use power in all of us. Or actually, that's a wild. I want to keep that. We'll discard 1 ready for a fight. Team building exercise to play Cosmo. Comes in with 2 health. And we can exhaust nowhere because we played a Guardian to draw a card. Acrobatic move. Perfect. We will play this, so deal 2 damage to an enemy. We'll do 2 damage to Badoon Grunt. Because we played an attack event, we can remove 1 threat, which we will. And we'll spend power in all of us. Maybe we don't need to. We can use a double or decisive blow, deal 4 damage to an enemy. We'll do 4 from Badoon Lieutenant. And I think we'll attack for 2, knock him out. We'll just have to leave him in play for now. Cosmo will thwart for 1. Clear in the main scheme. Then we'll exhaust the Milano for a wild, and we'll put down ready for a fight. And we're going to flip down again. Look at the top card. Strength. Can't take it. We'll do conditioning room. So we'll take the bottommost attacker thwart event. Which is just 2 damage. And then we'll heal 1. All right. Then we'll hold on to those 2. We'll go ahead and draw up. All right, so power in all of us. Acrobatic move, strength, ready for a fight, upside the head, and cross counter. Okay. All right, so we'll place 2 threat on the main scheme, then 1 counter here. Then Drang would scheme, but we're going to discard ready for a fight. Flip up. He's attacking us. Cosmo will block. So 1, 2, 3. After this activation, place 1 pursuit counter on pursued by the past. Cosmo is defeated. Then Badoon Sentry is going to attack for 1. We'll block with Groot, so he goes down to 3, and then he heals 2. He's back up to 5. He's healing a little bit. And we'll get 1 encounter card, which is... Oh, and we'll place 1 more counter here because Drang activated. Counter card is Badoon Warlord. Badoon Warlord's attacks gain overkill. Comes in with 4 health. All right, should be able to handle this. We'll immediately a mansion for a card. Gamora's sword. We got some damage to do. I can leave him because Groot can just block him, so I'm not too worried about it. I really want to upside the head Drang. So we're just going to start with that. We're going to attack for 2, and then we are going to spend Gamora's sword for upside the head, which says after a hero makes a basic attack and damages an enemy, confuse that enemy. If the enemy is already confused, stun it instead. So we're going to attack for 2. We'll confuse him. He goes down to 14. Then we'll play Acrobatic Move, deal 2 damage to an enemy. We'll do 2 to Badoon Warlord. We'll remove 1 threat because we played an attack event. And this is kind of an awkward hand. We can't do much here. All right, we're just going to flip down again. Then we will Conditioning Room. So grab the bottommost thwart or attack event. Just cross counter. We'll heal 1, so we're back up to 6. Then we're going to look at the top card. It is an attack event, so we get to take it. Now we have all these. We don't need 2 cross counters. We'll get rid of 1 for ready for a fight. Oh, this hand's so awkward. This will probably be useful next turn. Dang, I think we are going to stay down. So we're going to exhaust Milano. We'll clear the threat. We're just going to discard this and cross counter. I don't think we need it. And we'll get rid of power in all of us. And we'll ready up. All right, so Strength, Decisive Blow, Nebula, Forward Momentum, Martin X, and Drax. This is looking like a really good hand. All right, we'll place 2 threat here. This goes to 4, so we'll remove it. We'll deal 2 indirect damage, so we'll go ahead and just take both. I'm not worried about it. Then Drang would scheme, but he's confused. Both of the minions scheme for 1, so this goes to 4. Then our 1 encounter card is Ultra Ego. Place 1 pursuit counter on pursuit by the past. If there's none on it, or if this is, it gains Surge, but that means we'll get our Nemesis minion, which is a really bad time for it. So we'll get Nebula. She has Retaliate 2. And we get a side scheme, which says forced response after the villain phase begins, deal 1 face down encounter card to Nebula, or sorry, to the Gamora player. And we'll shuffle in these cards to the encounter deck. None of them have guard though, so we might just ignore them. I know it's a little bit cowardly. There's a lot of minions. It's a lot of health. We'll see if we can do, what is it, 14 damage? Yeah. Otherwise, we need to do 12 damage on minions and then 4 on threat at the very least. Okay. So in theory, this is 7 damage. We attack for 2, that's 9. Rax attacks for 3, that's what, 12? We'll look at the top card of our deck. And we should have drawn first. We keep getting unlucky. All right, we'll mansion. We'll draw. We get a double. Then we'll Conditioning Room. So we'll heal 1, and we'll grab the bottommost attack or thwart event, which is a thwart event. So we might be just shy of killing him. Since that's the case, I think we're just going to clear out as many minions as we can. Let's see if we can take out Nebula, because then we can play our Nebula. But right now we can't. And we're not going to recover. We're going to risk it all. Yeah, so we'll flip up. Doom Warlord only has 2 damage. All right, we'll start with a double. Actually, no. Yeah, we'll start with a double here and team building exercise to play Drax. So comes in with 4 health. We'll exhaust nowhere to draw a card. The Night Nurse, that's all right. Drax can only attack, or he cannot attack minions, unfortunately. So then I think we're going to do the Night Nurse and Keen Instincts to play forward momentum. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. We'll move this down to 1. Group will go ahead and thwart for 1. We'll clear this. Oh, wait. Just players other than Gamora can't thwart it. Not sure the ruling on it, so we're just going to wait. We'll thwart for 1. Actually, we might attack, so we'll just leave him. Then, yeah, we're going to do a double for Decisive Blow. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, 7 instead if we played a thwart event, which we just did. So we'll do 7 damage to Nebula. She has Retaliate 2, but she's knocked out, so it doesn't matter. Then because we played an attack event, we will ping 1 thwart off of here. And now it's cleared. Perfect. Then we could probably... Yeah, we'll just pitch these 2 for Nebula. Comes in with 2 health. After Nebula enters play, search your deck for an attack or thwart event, add it to your hand. Let's see if we have a 0 cost. That would really help. We have 1 threat. I can attack for 2, thwart for 2. Yeah, we'll take clear the area. Let's just draw. I guess that doesn't help us, but we'll take that anyways. All right. We will. We need to use the Milano. So we'll thwart for 2 from here. We'll exhaust the Milano or clear the area. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. If this removes the last threat, draw a card. So we'll clear this. Helicarrier doesn't help us. We will attack for 2 with Nebula, taking out this minion. Then we will attack for 3 with Drax into Drang. And we could attack for 2 with Groot. We'd take 3 damage, would be down to 2. Yeah, we'll attack for 2. So he takes 2 consequential, he's down to 3. Badoon Sentry goes down to 3. We take 1 Retaliate, we're down to 2 health. Yeah, and we'll just pass. All right, Helicarrier, set the pace, Starhawk, Rocket Raccoon, and clear the area. We'll place 2 threat on the main scheme. 1 Badoon counter here. Then he's going to attack for 3. We will block with Nebula. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nebula is defeated. Another counter goes here. Badoon Sentry is going to attack for 1. We block with Groot. He takes 1. He heals 2. He's back to 3. We get our 1 encounter card, which is, when revealed, stun and confuse Gamora. If Gamora is already stunned or confused, this card gains Surge. That's unfortunate. We are stunned and confused now. Back to us. Okay. So yeah, we don't have anything great here. We'll go ahead and play Set the Pace. It's a thwart card. That'll remove our confuse. Then we will exhaust Keen Instincts to play clear the area. So remove 2 threat. Since we cleared it, we get to draw a card. Press the advantage. 2 damage. I think we're going to do team building plus the Milano plus Starhawk. We'll play Rocket Raccoon. Then we get to exhaust nowhere to draw a card. Another press the advantage. We deck out. We'll deal ourselves an encounter card and we'll shuffle here. We might just play press the advantage to remove the stun, flip down, and heal. Since we still have a ready for a fight, we should be fine. And Drax can slowly whittle down Drang. Yeah, we should be okay. Rocket can finally take out Badoon Sentry, which is nice. Get some overkill damage as well. Hoping to get a few more stuns and confuses off. So I could use press the advantage, but I don't know. I guess we were drawing at the wrong time. I think I added 3 of what is that card? Upside the Head into our deck, but oh well. Probably should have added more cards. More stun and confuse cards, that is. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and Mansion. We'll draw 1 more card. Decisive Blow. We can deal 4 damage. Actually, we can deal 7. Could we kill him here? Oh, we use the Milano. So if we use 2 for Decisive Blow. Okay. We do 7 damage. He's down to 4. Yeah, we could kill him. So we'll attack to remove the stun. Spend 2 to play Decisive Blow. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. 7 instead if you played a Thwart event, which we did. We played Clear the Area. So we'll do 7 damage. Perfect. He's down to 4. Drax will attack for 3. And you know, we'll have Rocket attack. He gets +3 attacks, so he's attacking for 4 with Overkill. 3 damage goes to him. 1 goes to Drang, perfectly knocking him out. And a clear board. Okay. That was pretty well. And this encounter card wasn't much. We would just exhaust the Milano. Awesome. Well, that was Gamora. She's tons of fun. I love Ready for a Fight because you can really use Conditioning Room better. Yeah, that was awesome. Sorry, I guess cheated a little bit with the what card was it? I didn't deal myself an encounter card right. I just didn't want to try and retcon it, and you know, oh well. Sometimes you make it easier for yourself. I try not to do that, but anyways, guys, if you like this video, please drop a like or a comment. It really does help. And otherwise, thanks for watching and tune in for next time. Thanks.